Alright, so we're just going to go up to our gear symbol here for the settings, and we're going to start with the accessibility menu. Going into accessibility, if you go to your controllers section here, you'll see that there is the haptic feedback during console navigation. Now for most, I believe this is turned off by default, but if you find yourself, you're moving around the menus and your controller's buzzing with every button press, you probably have this feature on. So feel free to turn this off if 1, you find that annoying, and 2, you want your controller to last a little bit longer. Right above it, you'll also see the custom button assignments for DualSense wireless controller. This setting also applies to DualShock 4 wireless controllers as well. You can actually fully customize the button assignments on your controller. So depending on the games you're playing, if you wanted to, you could swap out any of these buttons for a separate press. Here we are back at our settings menu. We're going to scroll all the way down here, go to accessories, and go down to controller general. So from here, you can actually adjust the vibration intensity and the trigger effect intensity to weak, or you can even completely turn them off. And then for those people who really want to squeeze as much battery life as they can out of their controller, you're going to want to look at this right here, brightness of the controller indicator. So this, as it says, it just changes the brightness of that little indicator on our controller. You'll see if we go a little bit low here, we have in our related settings, controller speaker. But once again, I'm going to show you where to find that from the settings menu itself as well. So let's back out and we're going to go up to sound. So here at volume, you can see controller speaker, and this is where we can turn that right down. Or of course, if you really want, you can put it all the way up. Now controller audio can also be adjusted from the control panel here. So we'll just press once on our PlayStation button and I'll show you right here as well. If we go over across to our accessories here, if we click on our controller, we can actually directly go to controller settings. It'll take us there. And from here, you can see we're back over here and there is our controller speaker volume as well as all other settings if we would like to adjust. If you ever need to adjust it in a pinch, go to sound settings here and you'll actually see we have immediate access to our controller speaker right here. Now, seeing as we're on this menu, let's actually go right up to our microphone as well. You can adjust the input device if you have something else plugged in to use as a microphone. By default, it will be the microphone on your controller. The reason we're on this menu is right here, microphone status when logged in. You can have it so when you boot up your PlayStation 5, your controller will be muted by default. Back at our settings menu here, let's take a look at some console related settings. Let's go into system and HDMI. Right here we have enable HDMI device link. This will allow you to control your display device through the PlayStation 5. You can see right here below we have enable one touch play. Just like it says, when I turn on my PlayStation 5 through the HDMI cable, it actually turns on my TV as well. So with one button press, the PlayStation 5 is on as well as my TV. Next up, if we go down to beep and light, we can actually change the sound of our PlayStation beep. If you don't want to alert the house to your gaming schedule, then feel free to go in here. You can change it to low, medium, and of course the standard high that comes in by default. If you don't want that beep sound at all, you can actually completely turn it off as well. Right here, we'll see the power indicator. That is the light for the PlayStation 5. You could change that from dim, medium, or bright. We're going to go down to power saving. You can set the time until your PS5 enters rest mode. Looking at here, we could see while playing games and during media feedback. What this means for this one is if I'm watching a movie or music, after 4 hours, it will turn itself off. And for this one, this is if a game or app is on, but there's been no inputs on the screen. So if I have a game booted up, but I haven't touched the game in over 2 hours, my PlayStation will simply go in rest mode, saving power. Below here, we can also set the controller as well, so we can turn it off after a certain amount of time. By default, this is turned off. I recommend using this. Feel free to use any time slot that works best for you. Now, something Sony did during an update and then removed, but is now brought back, we actually have an appearance and sound option here. It's the closest thing we're ever going to get to themes. As you can see right here, you can select different versions related to the PlayStation generations. Going back to our settings, if you are someone who struggles with having enough storage on your SSD on your console, one of the main reasons that could be getting clogged up is, of course, games, but it also could be captures. You see, by default, the PlayStation 5 has this setting down here, auto captures turned on. So what we'll do is we'll go into trophies, and you'll actually be able to adjust these. And as you can see, when you're playing a lot of games, getting trophies, that's going to fill up your SSD pretty fast. So what I have here is I changed my screenshots to just platinum. You are able to change that screenshot to however you like. And the video clips, this is the big one that takes up a lot of memory as well. As you can see, once again, I just have mine set to platinum, and you are able to adjust the video duration from 30 or 15 seconds. Now, while we're in the captures and broadcast options here, I'm also going to show you the shortcuts for the create button. If this is something you use, this is a real handy one here as well, as you can actually adjust the button mapping for the create button. As you can see here, if you press and hold, you'll be able to take a screenshot. If you press twice with a double click, you could save a video clip of your recent gameplay. If we use the easy screenshot button, pressing that create button once will take a screenshot. And then if we go into the easy video clips options, pressing twice will start or finish recording a new video clip. And finally, moving up, let's go into our save data and game app settings. And what we're going to do is we're going to go down to game presets. From here, this is a really cool feature the PlayStation 5 allows you to do. It allows you from the console level to set certain defaults when playing games. You can see here we have difficulty, performance or resolution modes, first person and third person views as well. For those of you who are operating a PlayStation 5 with not many users on the accounts, you can actually go into users accounts here. And if we go all the way down into our login settings, you can see we have a login to PS5 automatically option. So this means when you turn on the PlayStation 5, it'll automatically log into our user here. So that way you don't have to pick and choose every time. You can just get instant access into your account and to playing your games.